Hey there, ever wonder why Easter seems to turn into a sugar-coated explosion of marshmallow birds and chocolate bunnies? Or why every year someone in your family insists Easter is always in April? Well, grab your basket, because today I'm cracking open the weird, sticky, and slightly misunderstood world of American Easter candy, and busting a few myths along the way. Alright, let's start with Peeps. You either love them, or you pretend they don't exist. Every Easter, Americans buy over 1.5 billion Peeps. And yes, most of them are those neon yellow chicks that somehow never go stale. Some people eat them frozen, others microwave them just to watch them expand like fluffy sugar balloons. And every year someone uses them in a science fair project. Peeps are more chemistry experiment than candy. Now let's talk jelly beans. Americans consume over 16 billion jelly beans during Easter. That's enough to circle the globe more than 3 times if you line them up end to end. Despite having every flavor imaginable, tutti frutti, popcorn, even chili mango, people still buy the black licorice ones. Are they good? Debatable. Are they a core part of Easter in America? Absolutely. Moving on to the chocolate bunny debate, ears first or feet first? Let's settle this once and for all. 76% of Americans eat the ears first when devouring a chocolate bunny. Another 20% go for the feet or tail, and the rest, well, they just chomp in wherever chaos leads them. But here's the real twist. The very first chocolate bunny mold was made in the 1890s, and it was hollow, not to save calories but to save chocolate during wartime rationing. And then, there's the Cadbury cream egg, the sugary egg with a goopy, fondant yolk that oozes out like sweet lava. In America, these eggs are made by Hershey's, not Cadbury UK, and hardcore fans swear the US version is inferior. The chocolate is different, the texture is different, and it sparked actual petitions to bring the British version across the Atlantic. Reese's fans, you know what's up? There's something about the Reese's egg that just hits better than the normal cups. The peanut butter to chocolate ratio is higher, the texture is smoother. And for some reason, everyone agrees they taste better, even though it's the same ingredients. People hoard them in April like they're prepping for a peanut butter apocalypse. Now let's bust some misconceptions about Easter. First, Easter is always in April. Nope. Easter is based on a lunar calendar. It falls on the first Sunday after the first full moon after the spring equinox. So it can land anywhere between March 22nd and April 25th. And Easter is a Christian thing only? Yes, Easter is the most important Christian holiday, but a lot of Easter symbols aren't really Christian. Bunnies, eggs, and even the name Easter trace back to pagan spring festivals, especially those celebrating fertility and rebirth. Ever heard that bunnies lay eggs? The Easter bunny delivers eggs, but rabbits are mammals. They don't lay eggs. This weird mix-up comes from old European traditions where birds laid eggs in rabbit nests. And finally, the word Easter comes from the Bible and hot cross buns. We're always religious, spoiler they don't, and they weren't. The word Easter actually comes from Eostra, a pagan goddess of spring and fertility, and hot cross buns were originally pagan offerings to spring goddesses. So next time you're biting off a chocolate bunny's ears or microwaving Peeps just to watch them bubble like a mad science experiment, remember, Easter in America is a weird, sugar-filled mashup of folklore, religion, and candy companies going absolutely wild, and honestly, that's what makes it awesome.